I'll tell you, if I could start every morning dancing with kids in a Jeffco library, I would be a very happy woman. My husband just did a great impression of me, too. Thanks, honey. Appreciate that. We are so excited you're here this morning, and we're even more excited that the blizzard, the weather, the pending blizzard, cooperated with us as well. I'm Lesley Dahlkemper. I'm the newest member of the Board of County Commissioners. I represent District 3, or South Jeffco, which includes some of our mountain communities. We heard a lot today, some successes, some tough issues. Dr. Johnson mentioned the opioid epidemic and what the health department is doing to address it. The Jefferson County Board of Health declared youth vaping in our county a public crisis. Homelessness has increased in Jeffco, and affordable housing is hard to come by. And you'll hear more in a moment from our sheriff and our district attorney about the challenges that they're tackling. As we know, there are no easy answers to these and other complex issues. But what we also know is that Jeffco works together. We need to work together with our cities, nonprofits, faith-based community, and other community advocates to find creative and long-term solutions. The good news, this work is already underway. We're partnering with cities to pass local policies at reducing teenagers' use of vape and tobacco. And we're working with students in Jeffco schools to learn the best ways to talk to young people about the harmful impacts of these products. And just last week, elected officials from across Jefferson County, including our mayors, city council members, and county leaders, got a first look at a major step toward addressing homelessness from our county and city managers. Jeffco has hired a homeless navigator and is in the process of also hiring a coordinator to work with the city's new homeless navigators. This model was a direct result of collaboration between the county and our cities. What's more, the Arvada Housing Authority, Jefferson County Housing Authority, and Metro West Housing Solutions help the homeless affected by the closure of the Action Center shelter in collaboration with the county. And I cannot underscore this next point enough. Everyone in the shelter at the time of the closure was in permanent housing within 3 months, and that's extraordinary. That is an excellent example of the power of partnership. The Jeffco Business and Workforce Center has more services targeted to adults and youth experiencing homelessness. Outcomes are showing great results for employment, and thanks to our businesses for stepping up to provide those opportunities. As these examples show us, one of our greatest strengths as a county is our ability to partner across all sectors to address our most pressing issues. We simply won't get there without you, and that's why we're working hard to engage our community in new ways. We're partnering with our state legislators to hold regular town halls. We're launching a new community engagement platform in the spring that allows us to better engage with you where you are. And we're planning a telephone town hall in April. Involving our community and listening to different perspectives better informs our decision making, especially when it comes to preparing for what the future may bring. Now we're getting to the financial reality part that you heard Commissioner Ty talk about earlier. Because as populations grow on the Front Range, the cost of providing county services is also rising, along with the need to keep our salaries competitive so we can attract a dynamic workforce. We have assets to maintain, and we can't undervalue the importance of continuing Jeffco's strong tradition of leading by example. Above all, we're committed to ensuring that the county is in top financial shape. This requires leadership that's thoughtful and strategic about how we use every single taxpayer dollar. A balanced budget, a multi-year forecast of capital needs, and a sound emergency fund are critical to the county's fiscal health. The county is looking at greater efficiencies in how we do business, as well as budget reductions across the board. We're also taking a close look at how Tabor impacts the county's budget, and your involvement in this conversation is key. Tabor is designed, as many of you know, to limit the growth of government by how much the government can spend and how much revenue it can keep. In Jefferson County, it's tied specifically to growth in new construction and inflation. So what does all this mean for Jefferson County? How does it impact our community? The county is collecting more revenue than it can keep under Tabor, And the loss of this surplus funding has a direct impact on the services, both the level and quality of services that the county can provide to its residents. Here's another way of looking at it. From 2015 to 2019, Jeffco hit the Tabor cap every year, leaving a total of $111 million on the table. Dollars that the county could have reinvested, even a portion of those dollars, in roads, bridges, public safety, facilities repair, mental health, and other areas that enhance our quality of life and well-being as a community. For 2019, we adopted a budget of $586 million, of which $219 million is from our general fund. Now, that fund focuses on three major areas, and you heard our commissioners talk about them a little bit earlier: stewardship, safety, and health and well-being. In the past 4 years, budget requests have been turned down in many areas, including public health and safety. We're asking county leaders across departments to identify unmet needs and how this affects service delivery. Their feedback will help us inform future decision-making. We're also revamping our business models, we're using new technologies, and we're finding smarter ways of working to better provide services to you. With everything we're doing in-house to address these issues, the financial outlook for 2020 and beyond shows increasing challenges to both maintain a balanced budget and meet the critical needs of our community. This is just the beginning of the conversation, and we are encouraged to see so many of you here today, and we look forward to having more conversations about these issues, both our challenges and wonderful opportunities ahead in the future. In this final segment, we're going to hear from our DA, coroner, sheriff, and our county manager.